Reading now from Dead Men Hike No Trails, Chapter 3. I lie here in my new untested tent deep in the mountains of Georgia. The energy in the air outside is both magnificent and threatening. Thunderheads prepare to christen our arrival here at Hawk Mountain Shelter. I've made it 9 miles today, my first day on the trail, and this after 4 days of scant sleep on Amtrak. I drift off to sleep now as I write. Shit. Thunderclaps growing closer. Lightning strobe-like. Lark is a young cutie who dropped out of Harvard to join us on the hike. Would already like to see more of her... Wham! Down comes the jackboot stomp of Zeus. I'm wide awake now as the mother of all storms drops in with a bang. No warning. First lightning and thunder, and now rain. Trickling pitter-pat, then wind torn out of some hole in the sky like 1,000 screaming children released for summer break. Will my tent hold up? There's nothing to do now but pray. The roar of monsoon deluge has replaced the pitter-pat, the roar and the crash as the storm moves directly overhead. Then pop goes the sky, and the whole of Hawk Mountain world explodes. It suddenly occurs to me that I've left my little propane butane stove outside the tent, not far from my head. If another lightning strike like that one hits any closer, you could hunt down that little bomb out there and boom! No more Rick. Probably blow my head right off. Wow, wow, wow. Calming now. Calming down. I give over to the forces of nature and choose not to worry, but simply revel in the symphony of light and sound, one of the finest electrical storms I've experienced in years, not since that night in 1996 with Florence Drucas. We two huddled in a tent in the Shady Dell trailer park beside Old Bisbee. On my first night in a town has now long since become a home to me. Wow. Thank you, God. Thank you, life, for guiding me here to this place, to this journey. I sit up and flick on my headlamp and take quick stock of the tent floor around the edges. Not a drop. Still down it comes in buckets and barrels, kegs and caboodles. Remnants of creation, the great flood. God made this. Boom! God made that. Boom! God destroyed this and that, and drowned damn near the sum of men. Boom! And all the animals in the ark went, whee! Wow. I am screwed if this tent doesn't hold up against this onslaught. I have a down sleeping bag, useless when wet, a down Himalayan jacket, and a not at all waterproof backpack. I think of little Lark in her tent across the way, little Lark bound for Harvard, ballsy enough to drop out when her heart wasn't in it, to drop out and head south to hike the AT alone. My friends think I'm brave. I wonder how she's holding up in this onslaught. Hell, I've had to stop typing several times now, my heart in my throat as another bomb of electrical energy explodes overhead, seemingly right outside my tent. Today we, the dozen or so thru-hikers camped here, all made the first big step on a daunting journey, the likes of which few earthlings will ever so much as consider. We are misfits most, as I am. Like everyone I met so far, Doug from the train last night, who's doing the trek for a second time. Nathan, sweet as can be, out of shape like me and missing a few teeth, hiking to get over his lost love. John from Boston with his blinding white thighs. A narrow and angular guy, graduate of Tufts and transitioning, no doubt, dissecting that special question that lives in all of us. What next? All told, there are perhaps 24 camped here in this electric first night of spring. First night and first right. The storm is largely past now, and I give my tent an A+, worth every one of its $250, with its silicone impregnated nylon and waterproof zippers and God knows what kind of super waterproof floor. I love it. God just dumped a jacuzzi on me personally, and my down and I are bone dry, but we're tired too. Wiped out so bad from 4 days on the train that with little sleep we should have passed out an hour ago, but that was too good to miss, that storm. Ha! as if I could have even slept through an event so live and cracking open the sky. Day 1 on the AT. Finito e bene.